Welcome back. Here we are with jazz listening experience number 3, Memphis Blues. This was a tune written by none other than W.C. Handy. You can see him pictured there. It was written in 1909, nice and early. W.C. Handy was known as the father of the blues. We don't know if he actually gave birth to the blues or he was involved somehow in the blues being conceived. We're not sure, but he's called the father of the blues. He wrote it in 1909. It was first published in 1912, just a few years later, right after they started making recordings. He lived pretty long life. 1873, he passed away in 1958, and he was buried in New York City. He was a trumpet player, as you can see, and he even taught at the college level. He was one of the rare jazz musicians that understood the theory and everything behind it. So he tried to help everybody else out. That doesn't necessarily mean he wasn't taken advantage of, because when he did get the Memphis Blues published, his agent, or if he even had one, he signed off all the rights for $100. Might have seemed like a lot at the time. He could have made $1 million if he would have held out. The original name of this tune, Memphis Blues, was called Mr. Crump. And there are some people that will sing the words, or they sometimes make up words after the fact and put them along with the tune. But they called it Crump, the Crump Bump, or something like that. But it was just Mr. Crump is what they called it. It is based on a basic blues progression, which has only 3 chords. The 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. So in the key of C major, you'd have a chord based on C, and then B flat, C, and then F, and then G. So those would be your 3 chords in the blues progression. It's surprising that he became so well known as he did, that he even got started, because his father, who had a pretty big influence on him, believed that musical instruments were tools of the devil and should not be messed with. It only leads to trouble, especially that evil jazz music. You know how that is. So let's take a listen here. And there you have it. So that's a little bit of blues for you. We'll have more for you next week. Keep coming back. Later.